Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. Did y'all hear that thunder? I don't know if you guys could hear it. It's raining where I'm at right now, and I do have my mic on, so I don't know if you guys could hear it. It's supposed to be sound audio autotated. So give me 1 second. But we are going to be doing the predictions for June 2025. I was going to say May. Y'all, the time has gone by so fast. So be sure to subscribe to my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Like, comment down below what you think of this video. Anything specific you guys want to do predictions on. If you guys don't know, my name is El Nino. I do story times. I do world predictions. I do tarot readings. I do personal readings on live, and I also do private readings. And if you guys are interested, be sure to inbox me on my Instagram. I will attach it down below, and I will never inbox you first, okay? So, if you guys didn't already see I think this is part 3, look at part 2 of my predictions I posted on May 31st. We're June 2nd today, okay? So, I believe it's Monday, June 2nd. So we're going to get started with the predictions, and I'll probably post this tomorrow. Why did I feel like today was Wednesday or something? Time goes by so fast. Anyways, without further ado, I will also timestamp these. So these are the world predictions I see coming up. So some of these are, very random that I just channeled, and others of these are controversial things that we as a society are very aware about. But we're going to look into and I just got an outage notification, which is interesting because I talked about power outages coming up across America, Europe, and areas of around the world, like power outages, network service outages like Spectrum, certain outages with news stations, even outages with certain like news sites like CNN, Daily News. What's another one? BBC. We could also have some type of outage with their broadcasting site or televised shows, okay? So that's just channeled right now. So that's a notification. Some of you guys could be getting a notification of an outage due to whether it's storms, rain and all that. But anyways, we're going to get started with the first prediction. And yeah. All right, y'all. So number 1 is Disneyland. So I did briefly talk about this my last video. I talked about Disneyland and Disney World, and I've been saying this for many months, how Disneyland, Disney World was going to be affected with certain site outages, issues with power at theme parks, and I also do see a lawsuit here coming up. So Disneyland is going to get sued. Disneyland/Disney World, if I stand corrected, because there's many Disney parks across the world. But I do see a lawsuit coming up for Disneyland/Disney World, okay? And I feel like, oh goodness, and I picked this up before where I do see that there's going to be an incident at a theme park, and it looks like it could be like a water theme park. And this could be either in Disneyland, Florida, because I don't think we have one in California, like a themed water park, Disneyland. This could also be in, another part, maybe in Europe. But I get a strong incident/fatality accident happening at a water park, and it could be a Disneyland water park. And it looks like there could be a lawsuit. And yeah, I feel like this could be a fatality that could issue a lawsuit. So this could happen this month going into July. I give it at least this month to July, this could happen. Okay. Yeah, Disneyland's gonna have a lot of like incidents also with like fires, hotels having issues with their power, a lot of people even getting laid off from like employees, Disneyland employees, Disney World employees getting laid off randomly. And it looks like there's gonna be a lot of controversies, okay? Just like I predicted last time about a fire in Disney Orlando, how there was a fire inside the park, I see something happening in Disneyland, California, and also California Adventure, where that might be an incident of like a fire, or a ride may start to act funny, and it looks like people might get stuck on a ride. And this could be due to like electricity malfunctions, power outages, um, electrical outages in a theme park where they might have to close certain theme parks down. And that's going to be kind of interesting, okay? Yeah, incidences with hotels, possible fires. Also, do see there might be someone that might be detained because they might have a weapon on them. This could be a man. So I don't know if this is like some type of an attack or an attempted attack at a Disneyland theme park, and it looks like someone might be detained. Hopefully, this doesn't escalate to anything bigger, but that's just what I got right now intuitively. Okay. I do see that there's also going to be a man just in general too. Like a lot of people are going to be getting detained at places, whether, and I don't think it's just connected to ICE. This could be like people carrying things at events, airports, they might have to amp up certain security with certain places where even banks too. I don't know, certain banks might have to install metal detectors or they might have to screen certain people that come in certain areas because there might be incidences of knife attacks, people being very shady around businesses with banks or businesses in general. So we're going to see a lot of incidences like knife attacks, which I did predict in my months ago about knife attacks coming up in the USA. And I did even say one of my videos, I remember saying something about Salem. I said Salem, but I wasn't sure it was Salem, Massachusetts or Salem, Oregon. If you guys didn't hear, there was a knife attack in Salem, Oregon. I believe 11 people got stabbed. This happened like a few days ago, which is so sad. But I don't know why I was drawn to Salem, Massachusetts. So there could be a possible knife incident in Massachusetts, near Salem, around Salem, or this could be inside the city of Salem. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's something that happens there, or it could be even some type of fire incident as well. Okay, this could even have to do with maybe something with Pride Month, which I'm going to talk about. It looks like an event I see happening in Salem, and there could be like some type of, incident that may happen. Now, we're going to talk about the fires. Now, I did see in my other predictions how there was going to be a wildfire in Canada, and sure enough, Canada now has wildfires, and it's coming into certain areas in the United States where like smoke, the air pollution is kind of affecting states closest to the up north. And I do feel like there's going to be a lot of fires coming up here in this month because we're going to have a really, really big heat wave, y'all, around the world, not just here. But United States, I'm in California, and I do feel like there's going to be a lot of wildfires coming up again in California. Parts of Southern California, even up north. And I feel like for certain states in the United States, I feel like there's going to be a lot of fires in the Midwest and the South, but specifically the Great Plains, which would be, I think it's Minnesota, Texas, Kansas, and areas of like the South, okay? Outside Wyoming as well. So areas of Oregon, Texas, they're going to have wildfires. Well, Oregon is actually the West Coast. I see fires happening in Oregon, bordering Canada, and also Washington State will have wildfires. But the Great Plains, I see like a lot of fires on the Great Plains. This could be even due to maybe like thunder. If it rains one day, thunder hits and it fire. But I feel connected to a heat wave as well, like a brush fire. And I feel like it could even affect certain Indian reservations with indigenous people on the lands. So those places could possibly get burned or they may have to evacuate the areas, is what I'm seeing. Yeah, so it's going to be a crazy month. Okay. So all through the South. I also do see there's going to be a hurricane, which I said in my last video, and I still see it coming up very soon for the Caribbean. And I don't know why I was channeling something about doubles. Remember, y'all, how I said the earthquakes, which I'm going to talk about again? How there was going to be like double earthquakes, double things. And there's this energy of things happening twice, three times, over and over and over, or like back to back, or if not, the day after it happens. And I don't know why I feel a very strong, and I don't know, the reason why I say I don't know why, because I don't know why this is happening. I don't know what's going on in the stars, but I kept picking this up. Sometimes God's spirit won't tell me certain things, why it's a certain way, but they'll just give me messages. And I remember saying months ago, there's going to be double catastrophes, double quakes. But now I'm seeing there's going to be double hurricanes, or triple, or where there's like double in size, double in power, double in maybe even two hurricanes combining together, or like something interesting like that. I don't even know if that's possible. I'm not a meteorologist. I don't study weather. So if I'm wrong, I could be wrong. But it looks like it's like two hurricanes merging together, like twin hurricanes, as I see coming up. And this could tie into areas of the Caribbean, Florida, because we are coming up also in a hurricane season. But this one feels like it could be, or this could be a category two, or category three hurricane. But I feel a strong to like double canes, double hurricanes, also possibly double hurricanes, typhoons hitting the countries of Australia, New Zealand. But I'm getting a strong energy to like the Caribbean, Puerto Rico, Haiti, Dominican Republic. Did you hear that confirmation? Cuba. And there's going to be, of course, power outages. So people have to be prepared also to make sure they stock up for their food and their water, because I feel like it's going to be very intense. And if it's not this month of double hurricanes, I see it coming up in the future. It's going to be very, you guys, something is going to be weird in the sky with double hurricanes. Okay. I also do see that there's going to be tornadoes in places in the world, and also the United States, where they're not supposed to have tornadoes, or very rare. Okay, so this could be like California. What other places where? There's Las Vegas, Nevada could also have a tornado around that area, around the desert. Certain places where it's not very common, maybe even Egypt, parts of the Middle East, where it's very uncommon for these incidences to happen, but it is going to happen, is what I'm being shown. Okay. I got a visual of something and I literally forgot what I was going to say. Oh yes, double tornadoes, double tornadoes. So double twisters. I don't know if there's twin twisters, twin tornadoes, maybe even triple tornadoes in certain places where it's like three together, three around each other, or three coming together, or there's connected to three tornadoes, and or they could be in certain areas where two will be hitting one specific place, two to three, if that makes sense, across the United States, across different parts of the globe. Mainly the United States is what I'm seeing. Okay. Yeah, I see water park incidences. Like I said last time, people drowning, people fatalities, people getting injured. Some of these places will also have water contaminations that could literally affect people's skin, especially children. There's going to be a lot of places across America. It doesn't have to even be big, well-known water parks. Some of these things I'm saying may not even come out publicly in the news, but you guys are going to start to see certain community pools, community water parks, famous water parks, like I said, with Disney World. Um, Hurricane Harbor, is there Hurricane Harbor? I heard Hurricane Harbor, or something similar to that. There could be an incident involving someone there as well. Okay. And it looks like it could also be connecting to, some of it could be water contaminations. Some of it could even be like a plane. There might even be a plane that can hit a water park. A small plane that crashes into a water park in the USA is also what I picked up on. A lot of this is also around the deep south. So a lot of deep south community pools. So like places like Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama, Arkansas, they might have issues with water contaminations and also issues with people drowning. or incidences around pools. Okay, I see a lot of jet ski accidents as well in lakes, drownings in lakes, lake accidents, incidences, and expect a lot of planes as well to start to pick up again when it comes to aviation accidents. And it looks like it could be connecting to planes coming down near water. Also, do feel like there's going to be a plane that's going to be caught, an aircraft plane that's going to be caught dumping some type of chemtrails in the water, or they're going to link some type of craft to dumping some type of nuclear toxins in water, and this could be also near a nuclear plant. But I'm also getting there's going to be a huge river coming. This could be in the United States, even parts of like Africa, India, Asia. I feel like more so around Africa, Asia, bordering Europe, where there will be contaminations of waters, and they'll link it to some type of nuclear disasters. You know, this could also be connecting to like Russia near seas, coastlines, where there's going to be a lot of that. What other came to my mind was Ireland and Scotland as well. Okay. I also do see that again, many big earthquakes coming up. Like I did talk about before in my videos, that there was going to be a big earthquake in Turkey and Greece. I believe I said it in my part 1 video, and sure enough, there was. You know, there was an accident. There was a big earthquake yesterday that killed one girl who was 14, and someone was going to say 79 people were injured at a hotel. So very scary. And I still see there's going to be more big earthquakes coming up. It's not the last one. There's going to be a bigger earthquake coming around Turkey and Greece. And like I said before, big earthquakes happening around Indonesia, Asia, China, Japan. I've been saying this, y'all. I've been saying this. India, Pakistan. There's going to be a big earthquake between the border of those countries and within those countries as well. Okay, so Asia is going to have a very big earthquake. And I also feel like something about Singapore. Singapore could be around Singapore or in Singapore, a big earthquake. And I know Indonesia is connected, so they're showing me Indonesia. So it looks like there could be something of like it happens in Indonesia and it sends tsunami waves to Singapore, or it could be felt in Singapore. But there's also going to be a big tsunami warning hitting Asia due to these earthquakes. And I do see that there's going to be an underwater volcano eruption in Asia and also one in the United States. And volcano eruptions happening around the world in the month of June and July. And I've been telling you on Mount Shasta, like I said, the one in, I think it's in Alaska. I think I did a reading on that one where I said there was going to be an eruption. I haven't given an exact date, but I'll talk about that again in my other video. Very interesting. Okay. Also do see that there's going to be, so Taiwan, big earthquake. Australia, New Zealand is going to be hit with a major earthquake, mega quakes. And California is going to be rocked with another earthquake. It's not going to be so devastating, but it's definitely going to get attention. Could be about a 6.2. So this could be around like central to Southern California, or it could be felt in those areas. All right. Car bombing incidences I see increasing across the United States and Europe, especially a lot in Europe and parts of the Middle East and Asia. Rise in knife attacks as well. And I do see that there's going to be some type of an event. And I think there's going to be a knife attack in Israel, a big knife attack coming up in an event in Israel. So this could be like an event, a party inside of a neighborhood in Israel or a community of people. And there's also a connection to Israel and Maldives, the country of Maldives, which is in southern Asia. There's some type of connection to that in Israel. I don't know if there's like some type of tension, or there's going to be tensions between them, or people from that country can be tourists that go to Israel, and they could possibly face a knife attack of a couple, as well as what I'm seeing here. Just like the one we saw with the two couple in Israel, from Israel in America, that happened. So a lot of anti-Semitic attacks on the rise as well. Hate crimes, which the Pride event, which I've been picking up on strongly, Pride, Pride events across America and Europe, got to be careful because there will be attacks. There will be people that will, either be terroristic attacks, knife attacks, vehicle ramming incidents I see happening around these places, bomb threats. It looks like there's going to be a lot of drama, a lot of places where there might have to be amp up their security, because I do see there's going to be some type of pow incident, either, shooting, knife attack, some incident where there's going to be, or even a vehicle ramming, car incident around several Pride events. And I keep getting this double energy. So it may happen, like, for example, a vehicle ramming attack happens in one, and then another one happens in another area, or there's like two incidences that happen in the same Pride event, like a mass shooting and then a knife attack, or a knife attack and a vehicle ramming attack, something like that. And it's very intense, and I don't like that energy, but that's what I'm picking up on. And this could happen in the USA and parts of Europe and across the world, okay? Yeah. Hold on, y'all. All right. I'll talk about this one later. This one is kind of tea. So we're going to talk about the power outages, like I've been saying before. Massive power outages hitting all over Europe, Spain again, Portugal, London, UK, Belgium. Massive power outages hitting Italy, big cities in Italy, Greece, Turkey. Okay, there's going to be a lot of power outages. Also, Oslo, Norway stood out to me. Oslo, Norway, or a big city in Norway, will also have some outage powers, okay? And I also do see that being very significant. There's also going to be ones in Asia as well. So Japan, China, all of Southeast Asia could have blackouts or double blackouts. In Asia, double blackouts in parts of Europe and America as well. Like I already said, big cities like Houston, Chicago, Los Angeles, New York City, Washington, D.C. Like I said, Washington, the White House will have a blackout too, where they'll have electrical issues, and all over. And of course, some of this will be due to storms, some of this will be due to heat waves, and some of this will be intentional and cyber attack related. Okay. There's going to be a lot of incidents with boats again. So boats hitting bridges across Europe, America. And I see issues with like ships still sinking, ships colliding around coastlines across Europe and coastlines in America. There might even be one that hits a coastline in the coast of California, the West Coast, is what I'm picking up on. Also one in Mexico, so near Mexico, Gulf of Mexico, there could be a ship incident. There's also going to be a discovery of human trafficking inside of a boat. So they're going to find a boat full of refugees, immigrants. This could be around Asia, could be connected to like Myanmar, Malaysia. So this could be immigrants from those countries, or this could be found, this boat happens to be at around that time, those areas or those countries. Okay, so immigrations, but of course all over the world too. Even in Los Angeles, there's going to be immigrants being found in like places, certain, connecting to boats, but has to do with like traveling. Okay, a lot of people are also going to be caught trying to smuggle in people in boats, and also airports. Don't be surprised if they might even have these IDs where they might look so real, identity, they might look like it's your picture or your name, or it might look like you, but it's not. That might be coming out. Okay. Again, big earthquake hitting Turkey. Again, Italy. What I've been saying. I see a big fire hitting Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. So this could be a park in the battlefield of Gettysburg. There might be a fire that hits that area. Okay. This one I hope is not true, but somebody did say that last time when I said there was going to be a shooting. In the comments, they said that there was a shooting at a graduation ceremony, high school graduation ceremony at a university. I still see a shooting incident at a school in the US. And again, this could be, sounds like it's related to, the way it's looking to me, related to a high school graduation, possibly a middle school graduation, but I'm leaning more towards high school because these kids look older. And I feel like there will be a shooting at this graduation or around the time that this happens, okay? So very soon, hopefully they catch the person and doesn't come into fruition. Fingers crossed. I see another slave plantation in the South burning down, and this could be in the state of Tennessee. So a Tennessee slave plantation burns down, just like we had with Annabelle and the Louisiana one. And I'm going to talk about Annabelle in a second, because I got some tea for that. Don't think I got tea? I got tea for that. I see there's going to be an accident around a river slash waterfall where people are going to drown, people are going to slip, fall. This could be off a boat or off an actual place. And it looks like this could be around Niagara Falls or near a big waterfall where there's going to be people falling, tripping, possibly some of these people will even take their life. But I see one coming out in Niagara Falls, which is no strangers to these happening, unfortunately, there. But I see that. I see also there's going to be prisoners escaping again. In this could be around America again. I'm also getting Europe and parts of Asia, which is so interesting, and Central America as well. And there could be a connection to like around Asia, possibly like, como se llama, like Nepal, La India, el Pakistan, the Philippines. There's a connection to inmates escaping Turkey as well. There could be prisoners from Turkey that escape a prison, and even parts of Greece. But I'm getting Turkish inmates escaping. Interesting. Very interesting. So there's going to be another prisoners escaping jail, prisons running away. That's going to be starting to be very common, and it's going to be very weird how this all happens. Some of this could be due to neglect of staff. Others could be due to natural disasters, which would make sense if there's a big earthquake coming in those areas. Could there be a big prison outage, prison break? We'll see. I see there's going to be a delay with a USPS services, postal services. There might be like blackouts or some type of outages that happen where they might have to shut them down temporarily, is what I'm seeing. Okay, like blackout slash outages with mail. Okay. There's also going to be an attack towards a U.S. Postal Serviceman. This could be like a terroristic attack, or I'm seeing a USPS truck come into flames or explode, and it looks like it could be looked at as a terroristic attack against someone that works there or against the U.S. Postal Services. Okay. Elon will make hard jabs at Trump like I done predicted months ago. I told y'all that Elon and Trump were going to fight, And I still see that happening in the months of June and July. And Trump may make some jabs back at Elon, okay? And it's gonna be kind of messy, is what I see. Again, power plants lead to water contaminations when it comes to water. So there's going to be a linkage to people getting sick, people getting cancer, linkage to people not feeling good. This could again be parts of, like I said, Asia, Africa, and parts of the United States, and even the Middle East as well. Annabelle's owner, the doll, I wanted to do a reading on Annabelle, and I asked my cards, was Annabelle really haunted? Is there a spirit? And there is. And the owner, I believe his name is Todd or Todd Soprano. Todd something. Because when I did a reading, I was getting a male energy because I'm like, who owns the doll? I don't know who owns Annabelle until I looked it up after I did my reading. I forget his name was Todd Sparrows, but Todd, the owner, his name starts with a T. I see that he's going to, for alleged entertainment purposes only, he could pass away unexpectedly. Then there might be a linkage to his passing to Annabelle. Because I did a reading on it and I was like, girl, we'll see. Or this could be someone around him. But I got his energy and I got energy of death, energy of someone passing away. So could it be him that unexpectedly passes? It's kind of getting that energy, but allegedly for entertainment purposes only. Okay. Attack at a pride festival, like I said, in Europe. So also America, there's going to be attacks at pride festivals or threats to attack these certain places. So be careful out there if you go to pride or if you're part of the community. Yeah, Trump claps back at Elon. I see delays with airplanes, changes with routes across the US, across the world, and this could cause issues with delays with like certain things being packaged to certain places. This could tie into the postal service as well. Now, the last one is Jeff Bezos and his wife, or his supposed wife, that he's going to be married to. Her name was, I think, Lauren Sanchez or Lauren something. Lauren or Laurel. Yeah, I don't know. I should have wrote down the names, but I see that there is going to be some type of, they have a stalker, and like I've been saying, I see someone that's going to be breaking into his home like around the nighttime, like a home invasion around Jeff Bezos' home. Again, this could be coming up very soon in the near future. But I also feel like around their wedding, there might be some type of drama, either right before their wedding or right after. And there might be some tensions that happen around the wedding, quote unquote. And I see if there's going to be a stalker. I also do see there's going to be two celebrity couples that are going to be harassed by a stalker in public. The stalker is going to come up to them, and I feel like the stalker is obsessed with the female, and it's like kind of lunge at them.